politics, interaction, religion, and everything. Joe Vika Television. Poised to reach you with the truth. It's Joe Vika TV in all social media handles: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's Joe Vika TV. YouTube. Subscribe and get all notifications.
Hello and welcome. Once again, I want to thank you for being on my channel. Once again, if this is your first time, just simply do us a favor: subscribe to the YouTube, to the Facebook, follow us on Instagram. We have some couple of information that we want to pass out to our generation. I just started this series of things you should know about visas. I told us in the first edition, this came because of the constant information we receive about how people messed up opportunities when they have it to go for the visa interview. And we decided that we wouldn't keep short, since God, by His grace, has helped us to know one or two things that can be of a help to our people, to people out there. So if you are one of those that have faced the visa rejection or denial, please, that is not the end of the road. There is still hope and opportunity for you. I made mention of some information to you guys, how you can get yourself ready for it. If you have not watched it, please, maybe I'm going to be putting it in the description button, so that make sure you watch that particular video, how to prepare yourself for your visa interview. It's very, very important, very, very important. Then today I'm going to be looking at some couple of questions, important visas question and approach at the embassy. These are the most important questions. They may all not be there, but this is what you should expect when you find yourself in the embassy during your visa interview. Make sure you look out for this kind of thing I'm going to be mentioning. So these are some important, about some couple of them I just put in here. You are definitely going to be meeting most of them, and the approach, how to behave yourself, how to appear, how to go about it in their visa interview is very, very important. Once again, I am pleading with you before I start. If you have not done the subscription of this our wonderful channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Could I say that it's because of hatred or whatever? No. If you hate us, where did we offend you? Why not forgive? And if you didn't hate us, why not show the love by hitting the subscription button? Just do this now, very especially on the YouTube. Look at it here. Look at what you're just gonna do. Do this. Welcome back. Just do it for me, and you'll be my best friend. And I'll keep telling you I love you. Thank you if I know. Are you doing it already? You just hit the subscription. You just made right there. Yeah, that hit it again. No, I don't mean cancel your subscription. Hit it if you have never done it. That's what I mean. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. You've made my day. So why not also share the video? Don't you think it's worth sharing to somebody to know? Yeah, go ahead and share. Go ahead and share it. It doesn't cost you anything. Just watch it. Share the video. Let somebody know what information we're putting out there. Thank you for doing that. So, in number one, if you are going for your visa, always check at the website of the embassy where you're going to for an update. Many people have been embarrassed. Most time, they get to the venue, they tell you, "I'm sorry, we are not open today. I'm sorry, we are with the date is shifted. I'm sorry, that's the development. We are distancing. We are doing people." So always update yourself by always going to the website of where you applied for your visa, so that you don't waste your time, your money, your resources, and end up hearing stories. It's really heartbroken. So always go to your website to know the update in your in the embassy's website. The number two, carefully respond to the questions. respond to all the questions or whatever that is demanded of you from the questionnaire, the form that you'll be applying to your visa. Carefully respond to all the questions. When I mean carefully, make sure that whatever you're saying is the truth. And if eventually there's any mistake and you have already submitted a mistake, please do whatever you can to substantiate that mistake. And that if you started with that mistake, continue with the mistake. If you're wise, you should know what I mean by mistake. So if there's any mistake in your filling of form, don't forget to maintain that mistake until the day so that you don't get stuck on the way. These people are very clever, they are very sharp, they're very intelligent. They will detect whatever. If there's any misinformation or instability, if you say A here, they're seeing B the other way. Number three, get all your evidence to back up your claims. If you claim you're a doctor, make sure you have your evidence. If you say you are a nurse, make sure you have your evidence, written and even knowledge or head knowledge. Something happened to me at the embassy when I went for my visa interview. You know, as a priest, an Anglican priest I am. So when I made myself, I was shocked to some questions that came up. They have seen the evidence, my ordination certificate, how when I was there. Though even they threw me some questions. What year were you then? And as I was mentioning, they were looking at the computer to make sure that what I submitted in the form is exactly what is in the computer. They say, how long have you been in the Anglican Church? They look at it again. Everything was there. How many children do you have? How many where are they? Blah, blah, blah. There. But that's a question that almost threw me off balance. This is a question to text if you are really in, well, if you really, maybe you studied what you submitted. So they threw a question that they want to know if you're really part of the organization you claim you belong. The lady said, what is the global challenge that is facing Anglican presently? As soon as she threw up this question, I became almost got confused. But what helped me was my composure. I never was going there with intent, which I'm going to be mentioning. It's a global challenge. That's Anglican Church is a global church, but I know one of the first things that they face in Anglican is the issue of homosexual. It's had been on there. She shook her head, nodded her head, and plus other questions. So she want to know if you say you're an Anglican priest. That's a global challenge that any Anglican priest or Anglican member should be able to know. If maybe I just claim to be Anglican so that I can travel, I'll be caught right down there. I may not be able to respond to that question. Even if I know it too, if not to okay. So what I'm trying to say, there are some questions that surround around what you claim that will come up that may not be, which you didn't fulfill in your form, that may come up. You have to embrace yourself to respond to each and every one of them. Remember, I told you, you can never feature in a future you have never pictured. Remember, I said that in my previous video, and I will always go that whatever. If you say you were this, make sure you are featuring in that position. Feature in the position, any position you said you have already put up, that's where you belong. Then number 4, be on time to your venue. If it is by 9 o'clock, before 8 o'clock, you are there. It's better to be earlier for no matter whatever. That time should not be fixed for another appointment. Give it that day. So leave from morning, early morning, 6 a.m., 3 a.m., 2 a.m. Be there and be waiting. Please, time is of essence. Time is of essence. Please, very important. The number 5. Okay, this is one of the quotes. See who first the plan has. I plan to be there on that time, so that's fine. Study all your information carefully. Make sure you study, you go through your information, study them so that you can have them offhand. Study them. Make sure the information you're given, you have read through them, reverse them, take them. Make sure you have every information you can vocally express all the information that is written. If you say you have 5 years experience in a job, they will ask you that question. Make sure you say that. And let me give you this tip. Whatever you claim to have been doing any office, any position you are working, you are a doctor, you are a mechanic, or whatever you claim to be, please make sure you let them know that your age, years of experience is not less than 10 years. It helps to know that this guy is not a pushover. They will ask you some things that to show how good you are on your job. Like they put out to me, how many congregation do you have? I know that if I say maybe 50, 100, this guy is not doing well. If I also try to quote to 500, 1,000, you have this kind of congregation and you want to leave them. So many of them they don't have to travel. I said, well, I don't think we're too many, but we are good to go. We have some quality personnel in the church, about between 200 to 250, about average. And she said, okay. So you have to make sure that whatever you claim after certain definition, you have them offhand in your head. The number 6, be careful before you. Sorry, this is not part of the thing. Okay, it's okay. Be careful. Don't part with any money in embassies. Anybody, all those touts outside. Yes, be careful before you start giving them money. Be careful. And that's another thing. Whatever you cannot put somewhere, don't go with it at the embassy, because you're not allowed to go with extra luggages. So whatever you want to keep somewhere, make sure something that even if anything happens to you, no problem. That sometimes you will take your phone. You're not going to move in there with the phone. And make sure you know where you're going to keep it. If you have too many phones, take one for your communication. Then when you get there, hand it over to whoever you can trust. But especially those who take passports, who do whatever. Keep your passport photograph ready. Have it, even if you are submitted, still have one extra. Put it at your hand. It's important. Then number 7, dress well. See, the way you dress is the way you be addressed. And when I'm talking about dress well, don't overdress too. Don't dress as if that I don't know how to put it, you are the president of the country you are going to. Don't also dress so low to look as if you are so poor that you are a riffraff, you don't know what they're doing. Dress well, moderately to the place, if possible, because I told you in my first video that if you have really studied the country of your choice, if you want to dress like them, fine and good. It's art color, yeah. The people of the land, there's a particular way they dress. You want to dress like them, yeah. That's fun. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it makes meaning. So dress well, dress to match. And let me tell us about dressing. When I was talking about featuring in the future you have never pictured, when you're going for an interview in the bank, you want to work in the bank, you want to work just anywhere you want to work. Most time, you always dress according to the place, the job you are applying for. You can't be travel. You want to work in the bank, you come in with a tradition. It doesn't work. They will say this is why we just mess up our office by coming with stupid clothes. If you know you're going for bank interview, dress with tie. Or you told them that you are being employed to come and read a news, a cultural news in vernacular, and you are dressing like a white man. Dress vernacular, dress tradition, and go for the interview so that they know you present the news. Your appearance is representing what you said, the vernacular, what the tribe, the language you will be presenting. So dressing is very important. Don't overdress. Don't also dress below. This one is important. This is number 8. Avoid anxiety and jittery. Be composed. Relax your mind. Don't be tensed up. Don't be worried. Avoid because they're going to be watching you. Those guys are very intelligent. They're psychologists. They're monitoring. They're watching you. So that they put their eyes in your eyes. They want to see, make sure you fidget and because if you're not composed and fidget, you can give a wrong response to some of the questions. For instance, you apply to visit for a tourism. You just want to go for a tourist visa you applied for. And they ask you, so what do you think can be your contribution to the social country you are coming in? What do you think should be your contribution? If you know I know somebody say, oh, well, if I go, I will make sure I add value to the economy of that country. I'll make sure I contribute my little knowledge and what I have to the people of the place. I'll make sure my environment is blah, blah, blah. No. Somebody who is traveling for 2 weeks journey is contributing to the economy of the place for 2 weeks. When they were hearing the response, it showed that this guy wants to go and stay there and telling us that he's applying for just visit. So you have to be composed so they don't answer out of hand. Even if you apply to go and stay, is that what you start going to tell people? But make sure that whatever you say on your paper is what you should represent anywhere. Avoid lies, please. Number 9, be ready for an unexpected question. Just like as I told you guys, asking me the global challenge that is facing Anglican Church. That was unexpected. That was unexpected. Having the numerical strength of your church. That was unexpected. There are people that they threw them all balanced with so many questions. You say you want to visit, you want to go for a wedding in America, yeah. Who is the person to you? Meanwhile, in your form, you say this is a sister. I say, okay, it's in America here, a sister should be your biological, your mother or father gave birth to the person. I say, okay, it is the mother of my mother gave birth to her. So when you say sister should be biological. So I want to say, okay, you are simply not you are. That is an unexpected question. They think they will just say, "Who is my sister?" To make sure you say whatever it is in your form. So that could be unexpected. There are many of them. Number 10, don't approach it as if it is the end of the road for you. The day I was in an interview, I was so relaxed. I came to the point, if you like people like give me, if you don't like, let me get out of here. Let me have. But I'm already planning next thing to the case they don't give me. And that day was so terrible. You need to see there was a particular woman that was denying everybody visa. As you just come, she's giving you back your passport with a particular paper inside, and she will hand it over to you. With the passport, she will fold it. I'm sorry, have your this thing. You are trying to explain. No, next person. So when I saw her, I was like, this woman, I don't want to meet her. The guy that was in front of me was saying, no, Reverend, please, no, don't say that. You have to meet her. You can meet anybody. It's God that will give you favor. God was preaching to me. I said, but it's okay. I lost my mind. Unfortunately, he wasn't given the visa, but I still met the woman, and I was given visa. So what am I trying to say? Don't approach it as that is the end. You just go, so why do you think you want to travel to America or England, Canada? So why I want to why I want to travel is that you are jittery, you are not composed, and they watch this guy, please. Be composed, relax. Approach the whatever. It's not a do or die affair. Number 11, get your bookings ready, hotel, flight, etc. Before you get there, if it is a conference, make sure you have your booking of your hotel, booking of your flight. You may not pay the money, but book it. Don't pay the money, book for your flight. Have the evidence. Where is the receipt? This is my booking, the hotel reservation. This is my hotel, flight reservation, flight ticket, everything. Get them ready. They are very, very important. Then number 12, make sure that your passport is valid. Valid passport must be in hand. Keep your passport. Somebody have gone to the embassy. Oh, my passport. Oh my God! Before you start coming back to go and get it, make sure your passport, not just that it's handy, it is valid. Not passport that will expire in the next 1 year or 6 months. Passport that will give you up to 3 years up and above. Because sometimes it's the country that gives 2 years visa, and your passport is 1 year or 2 years. They will not give you the passport. They will not give you the visas. So make sure that your passport will take it to 3 to 4 years ahead. The number 13, be sensitive to everything around you in the environment. There are CCTV cameras. Number 2, they don't give you chair to sit down. So you might be standing. Somebody may be standing too long. This kind of people say, well, you guys are making. They are watching you. Somebody is there monitoring movement, monitoring your attitude, monitor how you approach, you talk to people. Somebody mistakenly match you. Well, look at the way you're matching me. They're watching you. They say this guy, this aggressive human being will not enter our country. Somebody that wanted the CCTV to know who is behaving. So be sensitive around you. Be very careful. Be very, very, very careful the way you behave, the way you talk, the way you compose yourself. There's a country when you are coming, they will put you in a say, please wait. For instance, one of my friends traveled to Korea. When he, I liked it when he came there from the airport. He was about to, they asked these people a question, they will send them this way. Him asked him to go the other way, put him in a room that he's going back. He was in that room. Thank God he was, I have my visa. What are they doing? What kind of thing is it? They were watching his composition. If he was speaking on phone, they were watching. He never knew. But he just relaxed. When they came, they say, you look relaxed. So why? Because I know I don't have any skeleton in my cupboard. I'm cool. I'm good to go. They say, who are you? He said, I'm a priest. He said, a priest. Can you recite the Lord's Prayer? If that guy is fidgeting and not composed, you almost miss the Lord's Prayer. Our Lord's Prayer. So these are the things you need to be very acquainted with when you're going for a visa. Don't be tensed up. Calm down. Take it easy. It's not a do or die affair. If he first, another opportunity will come, you come back. But with all this confidence and praying and trusting God, I don't see you failing. You're going to be successful in your visa. You're going to be successful in your visa. So these are some important information I want you to go home with today. Things you must know when you are going for your visa. It's very, very important you know this. So please, I would like to have your comment, question, reaction. The other video, some people have already done me comment and they are very appreciative of what we did. I love that. If you have any question or you want us to give you any connection to any agent, we have one or two of them. There are 1 or 2, 3 countries we have connection with. If you want them, we can direct you. I personally don't do, but I have trusted people I know that can connect you to do it for you. So make sure you have the right approach in the whole matter. Thank you for watching my video. Please, I want to beg in the name of God, subscribe to this YouTube channel, share the video, like it. Many more likes will make us to be updating you more and more with development. I'm going gradually. I'm starting from your time. I will be telling you what you will do to get your visas, green card to any country, permanent residence. I will be sharing most of them with you. I'm making research. I'm also have a witnesses. I'll keep you updated with those information so that when you can always count on us to really get updated and settle down wherever you want to be. Thank you for watching this video. Share it and let somebody also receive the information just as you have done. God bless you. I love you guys.
Joe Vika TV, information, breaking news, politics, interaction, religion, and everything. Joe Vika Television, poised to reach you with the truth. It's Joe Vika TV in all social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's Joe Vika TV, YouTube. Subscribe and get all notifications.